problem is what's going on in here. The problem is separating the human self from the soul self. The goal will be, how do I get in touch? How do I get a conscious contact with that power of the universe that has a plan for me? And this afternoon, I'm going to walk you through, from 20 years old, my plan. Imagine this. I got started. Here's how I got started. I was working in a slaughterhouse. I was killing hogs for a living, making $6 an hour at 20 years old. Married with my first child on the way, okay? And I knew I could do something better with my life. Well, where does that come from? I didn't graduate high school, abused child, parents died, you know, when I was 14. What would ever make me think I could do something better with my life? And I was so ignorant at that point, I just followed that. So here's what I started to do. I started to send away for all the get-rich-quick schemes that you see in the back of magazines. Has anybody ever done that? Yes or no? Internet? How to stuff envelopes, make $300,000 a year for the rest of your life? I wish that one would have worked. I would have went right with that one. Go to the mailbox and get checks. That's me. But anyway, none of them worked for me. And I didn't spend a lot of money, $10, $20, because I was broke, I didn't have any money. And one day I sent off for this book on real estate investing. And there were no magical answers in it. It was a $10 book. And the concept of the book said, if you have the common sense to go to an area of town and look for properties that are in rundown, beat up shape, and if you have the common sense to see that if you paint them, clean them, jazz them up, you can force the value of those properties up. So we don't wait around for a market to go up. We force the value via improvements. Does that make sense to you? All right, easy to comprehend. Then it said you can figure out whether or not property makes money or not before you ever buy it. All you have to do is add up the rents, deduct your tax, insurance, water, sewer, mortgage payment. If there's money left over, that's positive cash flow. Does that make sense to you? So the beginning stages, what they taught is not location, location, location. That's horse manure. That's for people with a lot of money. For us who are getting started, want to build our financial independence, guys, it's cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. Let me also say this, that I was financially independent in 2 years, okay? 23. I knew nothing when I got started. And so let me just say this. After I bought the book, read the book, it made sense to me. And within 2 years, I was financially independent. Now let me just clarify financial independence so we don't get off in la-la land, you know, thinking this is a get-rich-quick deal, because it's not. This is a get-rich deal, but we're going to teach you real-life strategies. You're not going to hear a lot of hoopla and a lot of crap here. You're going to see real strategies that you can implement and give a try to. Now remember, let's say you get going and you make a buck or two, but you don't like it. The rudder turns the boat. You just change the direction. But if you're not moving forward, you never have a chance to ever change your life. Does that make sense? So we've got to try something sooner or later. We've got to get in touch with that inner voice. We've got to start listening to that gut feeling and stop fighting. So here's what happens to me. I get the right answer from the universe, you know, from that energy that has the power. If you want to call it God, you can call it whatever you want. I always get the answer. Like let's say I bumped into you in the hallway. And I thought, I walked a few steps and said, I should apologize to that guy. That's the first pure thought, giving me the right answer. But here's what happens. Then I get in the way. Well, he could have said he was sorry to me. Other people have bumped me, so I'm not going to say sorry until someone says sorry to me. You see what I'm saying? There goes the human piece. I'm going to spend 2 hours with you on how you get in touch with that other piece with lots and lots of business strategies. Toward the end of the day, I'm going to come back and wrap everything up and spend a couple of good, strong hours with detailing this 3 years that I've gone through, meeting with incredible, incredible people. And I think I have found the answer on what life is about. In other words, what is the point of life? I think I have some answers that I can share with you. And I'm not saying that I have the only answer. I'm saying I have options. And these are options you should know about. These are possibilities that you should know about. So let's go back to financial independence. Here's what financial independence meant to me at 23 years old. I had, 6 or 7 duplex or triplex, run-down, beat-up stuff in moderate income areas, okay? Probably things you might not even think are money makers, but that's where all the gold is. And I had about $200 or $300 a month coming in positive cash flow from each property. That's what, say $1,500 a month. But I was only making $6 an hour at my union job. That was 40 hours a week, $6, $240 a week. So this $1,500 was actually more money than I was making from the job. So I had enough coming in to pay my mortgage payment, my car payment, put food on the table, and have a little luxury money left over without having to go to the full-time job. That's what financial independence is. Does that make sense to you? So here's what I would say. If I could show you, or we could show you today, somewhere throughout this day, how to get $3,000 to $5,000 a month coming in, net positive cash flow, $3 to $5 grand a month, that you knew you could count on every month. How many of you could quit your job? Can I see here? All right, a great deal of you. Now,